Assalamualaikum and a very good day to you all. In this video, I would like to share with you on how to determine domain and range from a mapping, and as well as the concept of function. Okay, so consider a blue set contains fruits that you can find in your fridge. You can see over there you have apple, orange, and grapes, and another red set that contains beverages, okay, which is the first one is wine, second one is twister, the third one is apple juice, and the last one is orange juice. Yeah, so I like to think a function as a machine. Okay, as a machine. Okay, we have a machine over here. Okay, and then what we can do with the machine, okay, we can give the machine input. Okay, input or object. Okay, and then the machine will do its thing, okay, and then produce output. Okay, and then produce outputs. Outputs lah, we don't know how many kan. Or also images correspond to the object. Okay, so this machine in the middle is a function. Yeah, okay, so in this case of fruits and beverages or juices, okay, I like to think our machine, our function or machine as a blender. You see over here, I have a blender, right? So what we can do with the blender, we can put these fruits, okay, and then the fruit will produce the beverages that we can drink later on. Yeah, so let's represent the relation between the elements in blue to the elements in red. Okay, so over here we have apple. Apple become apple juice, so one arrow over there. Okay, apple also, if you blender, you can turn it into a twister. You can refill the twister in the bottle in the fridge. Okay, orange, we can put inside the blender and then produce orange juice over there, as well as refill the twister bottle in the fridge. Okay, how about grape? Okay, grape also can be blender and then put inside the twister, an empty twister, grape twister bottle in the fridge. Okay, but can apa nama ni, can grape turn into wine in this sense? Okay, even though we know some of the wine is made from grapes, but we have to look at the machine. The machine is the blender, right? We cannot use mere blender at our home and blender and then produce wine directly. Okay, we have to do another process. Okay, so it's not. So we have to bear in mind some function cannot accept certain input. Okay, also this one, you see down there, what is this? This is a rock. Can we have rock as the input for the blender? Can we put inside can you put rock inside a blender? Cannot. You want your mother to smack you so hard, and then you try lah put rock in your blender, because why? Because it will get broken. The blender also expensive, you willy-nilly put rock inside it. Okay, so problematic lah. So don't do that. Now, so we have already represent the relation. Okay, so from here we know, from the relation that we have represented, okay, we know that apple, orange, and grapes can be put inside the blender. Okay, so these things we can put inside the blender. Those things as is the input that can be the input of the machine. The function is what we call object. Okay, why I spell object like that? Object. Okay. And then object, I miss the C. So apple, orange, and grape are the objects. Now, the collection of object is what we call domain. Okay, domain. Okay. Now, as you can see here from what I represent, rock is outside of the domain. So it doesn't belong to the things that can be put inside our function, inside our blender. Okay, now we put object inside function, we insert domain inside our function, it will produce images. So this one correspond to the object inside the blue element is what we call images. Okay? And the collection of images is what we call range. Okay, so these are range. Okay, range are the collection of images. But if we include the one is what we call codomain. Okay, so you can see over there lah. Codomain and range are two different things. Okay, range is the collection of images, which in turn images are the elements correspond to every object. Okay, that we have from the function. While codomain is not. There are some doesn't belong. Okay, it means that codomain does not have any object correspond to it. Over here no lah, right? No, nothing correspond to wine. Okay, because we use different machine, different function. Okay, so from here we can maybe I get rid of the circles, otherwise you get easily confused some more. Pening. Okay, now let's list the domain. The domain of the machine, the blender. The domain of the blender. What is the domain? The collection of the object over here. What are the object? What are the things that we can put inside the blender? We can put apple, we can put orange, and we can put grapes. Okay, now what are the codomains of the blender? The codomains of the blender, as we can see inside the red set, it's the wine, the twister, apple juice, and orange juice. Okay, now how about the range of the blender? Don't get confused. Range is not codomain. Range is the collection of the images. Now we have the image is twister, or apple juice, and orange. So these three are the range. Okay, so I think that's all. Thank you for your time and attention. Assalamualaikum and have a good day.